This isn't gonna work well.
It's fun.
Sometimes he's naughty. Sometimes he's nice. But every time he's Dirt Guy. It's Dirt Guy Drive Time with your host, Dirt Guy. Welcome to an anger-fueled version of Dirt Guy Drive Time. This is my personal vlog where I chronicle my incredibly exciting life. There's some happiness, there's some sorrow, there's some joy, there's some deep, meaningful stuff. So if you haven't subscribed yet, why start now? Frankly, there's no need to subscribe to this chicken shit little show. But I enjoy it, and so do countless others across the planet. Well, I can actually count them all, frankly. It's like 200, but whatever. I love all 200 of you. So yeah, today I'm going to be honest with you, even though I know, hold on, it's getting really cold in my truck right now. Hold on, we'll see if that works. I know that people that I work with watch this show occasionally, sometimes, specifically my boss. As a matter of fact, it's funny, there's a couple times he has said something, made a reference without referencing this show, but the only place he could have got the information was from this show. So I'm taking a risk right here by telling everyone I had to get out of work early today. I had to leave. It was about 40 minutes early, and I've been getting there about a half hour early every day, but regardless, got a visit from the boss today on the job, and I had a set of expectations as to what was going to happen during that visit. And I don't believe that's what happened, frankly. I've been having trouble with my little crew understanding what their damn jobs are. And I've been trying to motivate them. I've been kind to them. I've spoon-fed them. Recently, I've threatened them and been hostile towards them, frankly. Nothing seems to work. You know, I've been told by my company that, you know, I'm a leader. You need to lead those guys. And one of the first things I'll tell you on the leadership front is you can't lead somebody who won't be led. You can't. Now, you can be a dictator. You can be a slave driver. You can get people to do what you want them to do by beating up on them, but that's not my thing. You guys know that. So, can't get them to do their jobs, frankly. And so the idea, my understanding was that my boss is going to come out, because this is, I believe, what he told me. He's going to come out and say, hey, listen, jugheads, this is what your job is. I don't want to hear any more from the super duper that you're not doing your jobs and you're not listening to him. You're just running amok. That's what I was hoping for. And I knew I was going to take a little bit of heat too. I'm not perfect. I've made some mistakes out there. I generally cop to them right away. You know, and even in front of my crew. Well, I guess I honked that up, didn't I? I almost dropped an F-bomb. I just didn't feel like doing it. Frankly, we'll drop some later. Perhaps if you're nice. If you're good kids, I might F-bomb. Anyway, what the hell am I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, that didn't happen. That little come to Jesus meeting did not happen. And, but two things did happen that I just had to get away, and I have to process this so I can get back to work tomorrow and nail it, okay? One of them is in reference to my assistant superintendent. It's like, I know he blames you for everything. I know you blame him for everything, but you guys need to work out your whatever. My takeaway from that is that in that statement, I am being placed on the same plane with the assistant superintendent. Now, as a human being, we're all on the same plane. Copy that. No problem. But if I'm supposed to be the boss, which I never asked to be, by the way, did you hear that one? I don't want to be the boss. But here I am, boss. Putting us on the same plateau, as if his level of responsibility is anywhere near what mine is. I'm not complaining about it. I think I get paid more than he does, and I've got a bright future ahead of me as a rising star at the company I work for. Whatever. I'll be lucky to get to this fucking hotel. Well, there you go. There's your F-bomb. So that really just, I felt like I got cut off at the knees. that whatever support I was trying to get, whatever kind of reinforcement of my position in front of the troops I was expecting to get, I felt like I didn't get it. I felt like the opposite happened. It's like, whatever, just Steve, whatever. And then that is compounded by the fact that the job that they are supposed to do, one of the tasks that these three guys are supposed to do is what we call punch out a room. It means there's a punch list. You go through and you check everything, you make a list of all the crap that's honked up, and then you tell subcontractor, go fix all your honked up crap. That's a punch list. And it's supposed to be happening while we're under construction. In other words, you're supposed to go through and make sure the power outlets are in the correct position before you drywall, mud, tape, texture, and paint the freaking walls. It's better to find out before you've done all that than after that, and then have to explain to the boss why you're cutting out brand new painted drywall. You know, I think it just makes more sense. I don't know. Let me ponder that for a while. Punch list, that's their job. I run the job. I manage them. Well, now it turns out it's now becoming my job to go through and do all that. I don't know what the hell my assistants are going to do, and my other superintendent, I don't know what the hell they're going to do. In addition to all these sort of administrative tasks that I have, I need to also figure out a way to be out on that damn job site floor the bulk of my day, just making it happen. Because I can't count on them to do it. And again, this is my takeaway from this and why I'm processing this. I can't necessarily count on my boss to tell my guys to do what I told them to do. I can't count on that, I don't think. Now, with all of that said, here's where I'm trying to take this right now, and I was thinking about this before I rolled the camera. I'll be thinking about it for the rest of the day. And that is, I'm not necessarily certain that was my boss's intent to cut me off at the knees and leave me feeling deflated. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Matter of fact, if I can give you a quick story, the chair that I sit in, 12 months ago, he was sitting in that chair. He was a superintendent. I was a lowly assistant superintendent back then, and quite honestly, happier for it. But anyway, I digress. It's part of my charm. So he has since moved up it boils down to 3 levels now, 3 promotions in a year. One of them is not really a promotion, it just filling some of the void left by our dearly departed Fred. And so I'm not certain that he is prepared for this role, frankly, but they pushed him into it. And I think it's ironic that as a superintendent, frankly, my boss could run circles around me. He knows what he's doing. I have a great deal of respect for him as a superintendent. But as a, let's say, project manager or director or someone at that level, I've been doing that for years, brah. That's my thing. I know how to talk to owners. I know how to talk to all these other people and communicate with them in such a way that it sounds like I'm of that level, not a superintendent just trying to spank down, the other subs and stuff. So anyway, that's where I'm at with that. Hold on, I got to be quiet for a minute. I see a police officer coming up. I don't know if what I'm doing is legal or not. All right, there it goes. I don't know. See that? You're running with the devil, son. So again, I'm processing that right now. I'm trying to figure out a way to get my head around that and come up with a plan where I can just get the damn job done and get it done right and not just drink myself to death. So I don't know, tomorrow maybe I'll have a better update for you than that, but that's where it sits right now on this anger-fueled drive home from work. I can't wait to get home and see that babe of mine that I'm married to, sitting around the queen of everything. But, until I see tomorrow, maybe with another hole in my head. My name is Steve Brown, and that's all I've got.